For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, 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 for the record.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another preview. It is week 13, and we have the Raiders versus the New York Jets. It's been a tough couple of weeks for the Raiders, man. But to my right, I got my co-host and Raider faithful,
Mr. Prez, a.k.a. Sergeant Raider. And then I think you ain't put enough respect on our name. It's Raiders.
You know I ain't never going to say it like that. But what you got for us? What you got for us, Mr. Prez? It's been a down few weeks, man. And, you know, you were looking real down last week, you know what I mean, after that loss. So where's the energy? I need a little energy out of you.
I don't think it was because of that game. Man, it was work, man. Like we had 2 bye weeks. I just realized like the Raiders, we worked in 2 bye weeks in this season. So week 11, we started last year. This is just gonna be an extra bye. Like I'm just looking at those games. I don't just mark it up every time. I may just go ahead and put those as losses. They show me something different. But I don't think we're out of this at all, man. This is part 2. This is a revenge game against the Jets, y'all. We came there last year. We had kind of an off game, a very, very off game. If you can go back and do the history on it, Derek Carr against the Jets usually does pretty damn good. Like I'm telling you, go back, check the stats. Like it's been prior games where he done lit it up to the point where we're getting 3-4 TDs a game out of it. So that one that happened last year was kind of it was just off. It was just off. The cold, that stuff is just wiped clean. I don't believe that Derek Carr don't play good in the cold because we seen what happened in Cleveland. He can go out there and still ball out in the cold, and I think he's going to continue to prove that. He says this Mamba mindset, and you know, we did a review on that Mamba book, and we talked about the Mamba mindset. We definitely understand what it is. That means he's going to be ready to work people. He understands his flaws. He understands where he needs to improve, and he's going to put in that extra time when the camera's off, when he's off the practice field, and go ahead and get in that work. So I definitely think this game has sat with him for a full year, and he's ready to go back out there and prove what he need to prove.
So the offense was pretty stagnant last week in the loss to the Falcons, but, you know, kind of talking with that and then also considering the Jets are a far worse team than they were even last year, you know what I mean? So by all accounts, this is a game that you guys shouldn't be a game well into the second quarter, in my opinion, based on the offense you guys have. So what is your keys to the offense getting back on track to, you know, before last week's game?
So as of this time right now for our injury report, like Nelson Aguilar looked like he hasn't practiced all week. Josh Jacobs haven't practiced all week. So we're going to be down, or it's a possibility we're down minus those 2. And that's going to present some new challenges. But I think it's some good challenge to have. We get to see what our rookies, you know, wide receivers can actually do out here. This is week 13 into the season. This past what they'll be doing in college ball. Do they have Do they have what it takes to actually survive for a full season in the NFL? Are they ready and built up? Did they already train for that? This is where we're going to get to find that out. I mean, Derek Carr talked about on that last week, you know, that the practices was flat, but I think Gruden came out earlier this week and he was just talking about he ain't taking that nonsense. He's like, he is upset that a lot of players are having these little nagging injuries and they ain't really like going out there on the field, and we can get them out there for the time that we have in practice, because we already know we can't tackle. Gunter said that earlier this year, that tackling ain't something we can practice because you can't really do it during this season or any seasons now because of the agreements that they got. So, hey, that's not going to happen. But we can definitely need you out there paying attention to the game plan, going through these reps, giving the effort that you need to give, actually running, actually making sure that we getting these balls off. I see that Derek Carr last week looked like he had, like, I don't know, like a couple of his passes, they seemed like they was coming up a little bit short. So I think just the timing was off on the wide receivers. I see that Darren Waller, I think he's going to go off this game. This is going to be one of his big games. And hopefully Ruggs and Ruggs and Edwards go off on this right here. So like,
because this is a game to kind of get back in sync. You know what I mean? To get things clicking in a real game action, because this team in the Jets is tanking. Adam Gase is going to be fired. It was a fire sale with letting go of Le'Veon Bell, so you already know what it is.
Le'Veon Bell. You also had the safety.
He went to Seattle.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. His name escapes me right now. But yeah, it's been a fire sale and it's been a shit show in New York. So by all accounts, I don't care about the time difference. I don't care about this team having nothing to lose. You guys should not lose this game, and this should springboard some things moving forward.
Yeah, and I'm definitely with you on that. Like, this right here should be our bounce back game. Whatever, this is going to be our final drive towards the end of the season. I can see that we need to win out the rest of these games, and I think it's capable that we can win out the rest of these games. I know a lot of people are worried about the Colts. I have never been worried about the Colts. They got the best. They got our favorite player. Who's throwing the ball. You know, Phillip Rivers. Nobody's scared of him. So I don't care what that defense got on the Colts. As long as Phillip Rivers is throwing that ball, don't tell me we're gonna lose to the Colts, because I'm just not buying it. I have never brought that. So I'm tired of everybody talking about that game. Like, oh, that's gonna be tough. No, it's not. They got Phillip Rivers. We're gonna win that game.
And you also got a favor this past Wednesday from Steeler Nation. We're beating the Ravens. So
yeah.
You guys are both 6-5. So, and you guys have moved back to the 7th place, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, man. You win and you win. Hopefully, you didn't want to have that mentality, but it is what it is now, right? I mean, this is what you want to be. You want to be playing these playoff type atmosphere games at the end of the season. I mean, it'd be nice to be in a comfortable league, but you want to see what they can do.
Yeah. And you coming up to Miami. Miami is the other game that they said that we need to be worried about. Come on, man. If y'all going to talk about Derek Carr not playing good during December or these cold games, then y'all obviously got to look at Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick plays good at the beginning of the season, and at the end of the season, he just falls flat and just moves on to the next team or moves on, like, and everybody forget about that. That Fitzmagic just dies in December. So,
but he's a good guy.
I don't care. We're going to win that game. Like, quit thinking negative on that portion, man. I do not see these two teams that everybody's saying, like, these are going to be y'all trouble teams. I just not buying it. And then plus, anyway, on the teams that are good, we seem to play up more. It's the teams that are just average that we seem to, like, struggle with. So if we come out on this game, I have no worry about the rest of this season. We're going to come up and
y'all at the crib against the Colts. I know we jumping ahead, but y'all at the crib against the Colts. So, y'all should take care of that. But that defense is playing well, man.
I
ain't even going to lie about that. But by all accounts, I have you guys with the remaining schedule. You should be at 5-1.
So, man, just to get back on the Jets a little bit, I think some of the key things that we're going to have to do, no fumbles whatsoever by the quarterback or running backs. So, if Booker, you're going to be leading that, man, that's no fumbles. Derek Carr, get your two hands on the damn ball. We can't have those silly turnovers. The penalties, I feel like we'll walk back on. I think Gruden going to get in their tail on that. Like, they're going to be good on that portion. And then nobody, like this other team, we know they don't want to play for Adam Gase. They're going to be out there playing for their pride. So I can see it at some little point. If we out there yapping too much or whatever, like it may be some scuffles and stuff out there. And if we can get them over there, get them irritated off that already, that they irritated on the sideline, this is going to make this a little bit much easier, that much easier, man. But I'm not worried about this game. They're going to lose. They win one game, then they may be out of running for Trevor Lawrence. I don't think they're going to try to even win the game. Like, it's going to be us giving away this game if we lose. It's us. And we seen what we could do to destroy ourselves last week. Let's not do that again. Come on, Raiders. We back in this. We're going to win out the rest of this season. A lot of people are like, oh, how you going to win? I don't care. I'm telling you, I'm looking at this schedule and the competition that people are saying the competition, we can easily beat those teams. I mean, Raider Nation all the way through, baby. We winning this. We going to the playoffs. Playoffs guaranteed this year, man.
Yeah, I got to correct myself. I meant 4-1 to end the season, not 5-1 for all you people that pay attention to the details. But yeah, man, is that your final words for the game, man?
Yeah, that's it, man. I'm ready for this. I'm hype. You said I was down a little bit. I'm back up. We back in this. Raider Nation. We back. Raiders. Let's go.
Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to this page, man. DSC Podcast. We out.